Good morning, you're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Charlotte McBride. Well, we are nearing the end of the 2014 racing season, and end of the season means awards time. Coming up, we're going to talk with one driver who's getting this year's biggest award. The details on that, plus much more, coming up in this next half hour. Yannick Gingras has been given one of harness racing's biggest awards. We'll tell you all about it. Plus, he discusses his success in this year's Breeders' Crown Championships. And we'll also talk to driver Tim Tetrick about driving White Bliss as the 2-year-old Rare Colt tries once again to crack the winner's circle. We'll also head to the Meadowlands for the TVG Series featuring racing's biggest stars and a special video tribute to the great 2014 season at Pocono Downs. The hottest horsecasters on TV are bringing you racing's fastest paced half hour, and it all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
They're up.
Hello there, Kim Asadi, and welcome to PA Harness Week. As the season begins to dwindle, we are in the final 1/8 of a mile, trudging toward the finish line. And it's funny because when we started this back in March, you look down the road and you go, wow, we got a long season to go. Poof! I mean, time just flies. Like, we got 3 shows left if you count today?
That's correct,
Do
yeah.
we count today or no?
Yeah, let's count today.
All right, let's count today.
Yeah,
So we have 3 shows left.
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
You feel better?
And time flies when you're having fun. So right there, this proves it. The season, so fast.
And even if you don't have fun, time still flies, unfortunately, you know? Anyway, she's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross. This is PA Harness Week. And Heather, I gotta tell you, Mel Brooks had a line in the movie History of the World Part 1, which was, it's good to be the king. Yannick Gingras was the king this year. He had a career year. It was unbelievable, was it not? Now let's be honest about it. He's got first call for Ron Burke and Jimmy Tackett, 2 great big barns. But it's not only that. I can't even recall Yannick giving a horse a bad drive the whole year.
Well, first of all, the reason he has first call is because he's a talented driver. They're
obviously
not just gonna, put anybody on their horses. They know that he can get into the winner's circle.
But he was first call for Burke last year, too.
Yes. Okay, he's made $16.5 million in purses earned. Okay, this year he had 4 Breeders' Crown wins in one night. That's a record, by the way. Won the Little Brown Jug. Also, of course, the driver of my favorite horse, Foiled Again. And so he becomes the unanimous choice from the United States Harness Writers Association for Driver of the Year. I mean, that's unheard of. I mean, it was really a no-brainer.
It was.
Yes.
And all the other drivers hate his guts. Sorry, Yannick. Well, they don't really, but, you know. Anyway, so our Charlotte McBride caught up with 2014 Driver of the Year, Yannick Gingras, to get his thoughts on what it's like to be the king.
All right, thanks, guys. Well, Heather just mentioned all of your stats, all of your accolades. A big year for you. Congratulations, Driver of the Year. What does that award mean to you?
Well, it means a lot, just to be mentioned in the same sentence of the guys I've won it in years past. It's, recognition of your accomplishment through the year, but at the end of the day, I was lucky to drive for, Ronnie and Jimmy, throughout the whole year, and, both of them had tremendous years, so it made my job really easy.
And looking back at your accomplishments at the Breeders' Crown this year, is that still surreal to you at what you were able to accomplish?
Hey, I thought I had a good night. I didn't think I had that good of a night, honestly. A couple nights, I guess. I won 4, which is tremendous, but a couple horses, one horse got scratched, which I believe had a great chance. Got beat a couple times on the wire. So, it was just goes to show how much power I had this year. I had a lot of good horses.
You've had the pleasure to drive a lot of good horses. Do you have one favorite this year in 2014?
Not really. It'd be hard to. There's 3 horses that really stand out for me. Not only this year, but in years past. Foiled Again, Father Patrick, and Maven. All 3 of them are giving great trills. And for a couple of years now, Father Patrick. The other ones for more than that. It'd be hard to tell all 3 of them apart. Foil obviously is maybe a little bit ahead of the other 2 because he's been there for so much longer. But the other 2 are great horses too.
You mentioned Foiled Again. Now, you might not know, but off camera, Heather said that you're a big deal but not as big a deal as Foiled Again. What do you have to say to that?
That's true. You know, I mean, he's unbelievable. Everything that he's done, it's I mean, to me, like, if he's not mentioned, it's one of the greatest of all time. You know, I don't know what else he's got to do.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Charlotte and Yannick. By the way, Yannick will receive his prestigious award in February in Orlando at the Dan Patch Awards. And I'm hoping co-host again this year. So much fun.
With me?
Yeah, no, with Heather Wilder, the beautiful Heather Wilder from Pennsylvania.
We're a team, man.
Yeah, but you are not a Heather, okay? This is like the Heather's show.
Well, excuse me. Okay, let's get to the racing action. We have plenty of that right here at Harris, Philadelphia. Sunday's 11th, it was the feature, a condition handicap pace. Winners of $25,000 in their lifetimes. Post positions were assigned. That racing secretary person. 25 dimes on the line. Number 6, Mock It So with Tim Tetrick. Odds on at 3-5. Number 5, Texacan. 5-2 with Ron Pierce. Number 8, Dial or No Dial, Your Boo with Brett Miller with 7-1. And Mike Bozich has that call for you.
Around the clubhouse, turn to go. Back to single file arrangement. Bonfire Bliss is 6th. Number to the outside now 7 comes Voice of Truth, trailing the field. Dial and No Dial. They've reached the half in 55-2, 28-3 for quarter 2. Off the bank stretch they go. Texican, the new boss. Mock It So's coming the call now, emerging out of third. Something in the wind, back to the pocket. Outside Stonehouse Adam picks up good flowing cover. Bonfire Bliss saves ground to the inside of a third over Storm the Beach, who's 6 lengths away from the lead. Inside Dial and O'Dial's trapped to the inside of Voice the Truth. 4 out, 4 in. Around the far turn they go. 3/4 accomplished in a time of 1:23-2. On the outside, Mock It So on the inside. Texican, these two in a ding-dong battle. 4 lengths back to Something in the Wind third. Outside Stonehouse Adam formed. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Texican on the inside. Mock It So on the outside. These two sprinting together. 5 lengths back to Something in the Wind third. Mock It So grinding up. Texican his game as they come. Mock It So on the outside. Down to the finish. Mock It So.
Texacan took the lead before the half. You follow me here? Okay. And Mock It So apparently got bored sitting third, so Timmy yanked on the right line and engaged Texacan, and the battle began. Through the stretch, it was Mock It So showed his class. If you got it, flaunt it and show it, and won it in 1:53. Number 4, Stonehouse Adam, who, even though he was trained by Ron Burke and driven by Yannick Gingras, went off at 19-1. How bad did that horse look on paper, sports fans? Finished third. And when we come back, more action from right here at Harris, Philadelphia. Don't go away.
Auspicious Hanover looming ominously with cover now. Swan Image to the outside.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, racing fans, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. And we have racing aplenty for you from Harris, Philadelphia. Condition trot nominal is $8,500. The last 5 starts, 13 dimes on the line. Number 6, Auspicious Hanover. That's a tough name to live up to. With Timmy Tetrick was even money. Number 3, 16 Mikes with Mike Simons. That's 1 down. 15 mics to go.
There you go.
I wasn't the math major, sorry. Was 3-1. Number 4, Shalom G. Shalom, of course, means hello, goodbye, how are you in Yiddish. The G may stand for goiter, I'm not sure. It was 4-1 with Georgie Knapp.
So Shalom G's in front by 1.25. Big Boy Lloyd tracking in second by 3 lengths. 16 Mikes is third. In line 4th is Swan Image. 2 lengths back to Auspicious Hanover 5th. Rocket Master is in line 6th. And My Buddy Holly. And back trotting with the group is Marathon Man. They make their way to the half. And the race still being led by Shalom G. Big Boy Lloyd tracking his every step. 58-1 for the apps. They start up the bank stretch. 32nd quarter. Racing in third is 16 Mikes. Inside Swan Image 4th. Up on the outside, Auspicious Hanover now. Driving up to the outside, flushing 16 Mikes out of third as they go past 5/8. Rocket Master 3 lengths back 6th. Bring up another 3 lengths to My Buddy Holly and the Marathon Man. Towards 3/4, Shalom G. Up on the outside, 16 mics to the saddle pad now. Big Boy Lloyd has had the journey. 3/4, 126 and 4. Auspicious Hanover looming ominously with cover now. Swan Image to the outside, 5th. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Shalom G, 16 mics is grinding away. Auspicious Hanover on the outside, 3rd. Big Boy Lloyd sitting in looser pocket, 4th. Shalom G on the inside. Outside, 16 mics. Auspicious Hanover's off cover. It's 16 mics inside Shalom G. They come down to the finish. 16 mics.
All right, Shalom G cut the mile. Oi. Then 16 mics came first up, and the two, they battled to the wire like a couple of old Jewish bubbas having a chicken soup competition. When the smoked salmon cleared, it was 16 mics by the neck of a chicken. Believe me, you should know from it. Over Shalom G, the G was for goiter. My Aunt Molly, she always complained she had a bad goiter. That's another story for another day. The time was 1:55 and 2. Auspicious Hanover Van, he wasn't quite so auspicious, and he settled for Toyd. Oi.
Shalom G didn't win. I'm getting verklempt. I gotta practice that accent.
Why don't you do the next race? Go ahead. It's okay. Do it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. In my own Delaware talk, okay? All right, here we go. Fillies and mares, a 4-year-old and under 9 winners of 3 pari-mutuel races. The purse is $14,000. Just going to point out a couple of the co-favorites here. Number 3 is Wicked Witch of the West. Marcus Miller is in the bike. And number 5 is Happily Ever Faster, who blew up the tote boards a few starts back.
Perfect Truth by 1. Real Comfort 2nd. Wicked Witch of the West now emerges out of 3rd. Happily Ever Faster looks to follow cover. Deliciously Good saves ground to the inside of a trailing a Wild Moneymaker. 3 out, 3 in. Perfect Truth trying to quiet the noise of Wicked Witch of the West. Real Comfort at 38 to 1's right there. 3/4, 126 and 1. Around the far turn they go. Perfect Truth has the lead. Wicked Witch of the West trying to sustain. Real Comfort remains tight in the pocket. 3rd on the outside. Happily Ever Faster now gains ground. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Perfect Truth turns first. Real Comfort's had the journey. Outside, Wicked Witch of the West is dropping back mid-stretch. It's Perfect Truth to the outside. Real Comfort now. Perfect Truth. Real Comfort trying to spring a shocker down to the finish. Real Comfort 38 to 1.
It starts out that going behind the gate, there's already 2 scratches, so it's a 6-horse race. So there's a couple horses 2 to 1, a couple 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 6 to 1. But then there's Real Comfort, who goes off at almost 40 to 1, and that is the winner, folks. Yes, the 40 to 1 shot. And driver trainer is Stacy Kyoto. She is in the bike, and she gets a perfect trip behind Perfect Truth. Okay, they score. Yeah, I know that's perfect, right? They score in 155. It's a lifetime best for the mare. Real Comfort, as I said, explodes the tote board, ends up paying $79 for the win, and that really comes in handy for some Christmas shopping, holiday shopping. Yes.
Terrific. Good. Congratulations, Stacy. She doesn't win all that much, but she's a dedicated horse person.
Oh yeah.
And we're very happy for her.
We're big Stacy fans over here.
Big Stacy fans here.
Hashtag Stacy's awesome.
Hey. Okay, when we come back, we're going to have a look at the racehorse that is the buzz of the entire harness industry. The horse's name is White Bliss. We're going to see what happens. Don't you dare go away.
White Bliss going a bit wide there and looking to split him as Ace of Sharks.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hello there, harness racing fans, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. We're the familiar guys that are here at 10:30 every Saturday morning. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and I mentioned before the break about the white horse. Or is it a white elephant now? We don't know what it is, but they paid a lot of money for this horse, and it's pure white. Heather, what's the deal? How rare is a pure white horse?
Well, First of all, the horse's name is White Bliss, and a standardbred, a white standardbred, it's 1 in 200,000. All right, so it's extremely rare. I mean, you might see one during your lifetime if you're lucky. Now, we've seen this horse grow up. We saw him in the field with his mom. Then we saw him go through the sales rink. He got $240,000 as a yearling. Then we followed him for his first start at Pocono. Okay, now he has had 2 starts so far. All right.
How's he doing?
Well, he's at a 3rd and he's at a 5th. Okay, not bad.
No, not
I mean,
bad.
he's just starting his career, right? Okay, so now for this night, which is last Saturday at the Meadowlands, the owners decide to put Tim Tetrick down. All right, superstar driver Tim Tetrick on White Bliss. Maybe he can get the job done. 3rd time, could it be a charm? Let's check it out. Yeah.
Ace of Sharks threads the needle from in between horses, and he's trying for the lead, and he's on even terms with White Bliss to his inside as they reach the half in 57-1 in a wild backstretch there. Up on the outside, racing in 4th is Con Blue Chip. White Bliss still traveling very wide. Aldi's Jaguar, the early leader, is kicked back in 5th. Straight up Tequila, 6th on the outside. Then 7th is Sid Rock. Milo Mania, 8th on the outside, and Prince Mayhem trails the field, and White Bliss still wide is backing away, and Ace of Sharks is on the lead as they head to 3/4. Con Blue Chip is right at his throat on the outside. These two stride for stride, and Call Me Muddy is angled out second over and appears to have pace. Aldi's Jaguar is 4th on the outside. 1:25-4 for 3/4, and the field comes to the top of the stretch, and Con Blue Chip has taken command. Back on the inside is Ace of Sharks, who's giving ground. Up on the outside is Call Me Muddy. Aldi's Jaguar on the far outside. Sid Rock is 5th at the rail, but it's Con Blue Chip.
First of all, I do want to give props to Con Blue Chip. Okay, he did win the race by 6 lengths in 153-3. However, of course, all the eyes were on White Bliss.
Forget you won at 153 and change. Forget that.
No, that poor guy.
Talk about the white horse.
So, you know, he comes first up, but it's so weird. Like during the mile, he's like 3 wide first up, and then he looks like he's going to go off stride, which, you know, he's never looked like that before.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, yeah, he hasn't won a race yet, but whatever. He's still learning. He's a young horse that really looked kind of strange out there. So, you know, this 2-word question here. What happened? The horse finishes 8th. So I caught up with Tim Tetrick, the driver, to get the answer to that.
Well, he was jumping some tire tracks. You know, he's a little green, and you know, the tire tracks on the track from people where they warmed up. He was looking at those, and just he was jumping them and getting sideways and putting in long steps. So I had to move him out for safety reasons. And when I got him back out, he started pacing good again, but it was already too late.
That was his last start of the season. So what do you think his potential is for next year?
Well, he's got some speed. You know, he's got some growing up to do, and hopefully he'll come back stronger and bigger, and you know, able to carry his speed better. And hopefully, you know, the owners have some luck with him.
Thank you, Timmy. By the way, just talking about white horses, or horses of an off color, I should say.
Yes.
You know, there's so many bays. That's the main color for standardbred horses.
Sure.
So it's funny, you actually will see a normal colored standardbred get scared of an off color, like a really light gray or something, because horses are not used to seeing that colored horse.
So they get spooked by the lighter color horses?
And they can get spooked by the lighter color horses.
Stick around when we come back. Boy, we got some big racing action from the Meadowlands. You thought everything was all done and finished? We got 2 $500,000 TVG finals for free-for-alls, trotters and pacers. Your breath will be taken away, I guarantee it. Don't go away.
Sweet Lou within a matter of strides, brushing up on the outside.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, you. Welcome to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale. I'm Steve Ross Boyd, and we got a good couple of races to show you. I am psyched about these races, darling.
I am too.
The first one we're going to look at is the 7th Saturday night at the Meadowlands. It was the TVG $500,000 free-for-all final. As you would suspect, the best horses in captivity are there. Number 3, Sweet Lou, who just took a tough beat last week to Thinking Out Loud in the Breeders' Crown. Just that much at the end there. Was 4-5 with Ron Pierce. Number 2, Modern Legend with Brett Miller. And Thinking Thinking Out Loud, who again beat Sweet Lou last week, were both 5-1. And here's the call with Sam McKee.
And there goes State Treasure, and Dave Miller winds him up early, trying for the lead. Sweet Lou drives into a tuck on the inside from third, so Foiled again is fourth on the outside. Clear Vision is fifth as they head around the turn. Foiled again with room to drop in front of him. Modern Legend comes away in the sixth spot, followed seventh by Thinking Out Loud, and Where We Need He is the early trailer. As they move to the opening quarter, Better's Edge in front. Here comes Sweet Lou to the outside, 26-2 for the opening split. Sweet Lou within a matter of strides, brushing up on the outside, and he pokes that blazed face in front and takes command at the midpoint of the back stretch. State Treasure is now racing in third. Foiled again is just in behind the top trio fourth. Clear Vision is edging out in fifth. Modern Legend trying to force the cover flow, and there goes Foiled again, who's coming first over right now for Yannick Gingras. Further back is Thinking Out Loud racing in seventh, and Where We Need He is trailed throughout the half in 54 seconds flat, so Sweet Lou leads it a length to the good on the far turn. Foiled again is riding up to his wheel on the outside, challenging first over at the rail. Racing in third is Better's Edge as they circle the turn. Also trapped in on the inside is State Treasure with no place to go. Clear Vision is second over on the outside. Modern Legend third over. Fourth over is Thinking Out Loud with 6 lengths to make up, and Where We Need He is the trailer, and Sweet Lou is in front. 1:21.3 for 3/4. Sweet Lou a length and a half clear at the top of the stretch. Foiled again trying to sustain that first over bid, but Sweet Lou is kicking away.
Another Ron Burke piece of work. Sweet Lou, in what supposedly is his final race, closed and resembled a monster who reeled off 10 straight wins over the warmer months as he crushed this field of top free-for-allers, winning for fun at 148 flat and giving some much-needed Cialis to his Horse of the Year chances. Foiled again off at 11-1 with Yannick Gingras second. Clear Vision third at 12-1. They were all trained by Ron Burke. The Burke piece of work trifecta, $181. This was the last race for the great free-for-all pacer, Sweet Lou, and Hollywood Hayden caught up with him to find out his thoughts about his last drive behind this great pacer.
You're the second leading money-winning driver of all time. Have you driven a horse better than Sweet Lou?
Never. I've never come close to driving a horse of this caliber. He's just unbelievable. He's the whole package. I tell you what, he's better tonight than he's ever been. I hope Ronnie's listening. Ronnie, if you are, please change your mind. Let's race this guy next year. I'm having a lot of fun.
And we're not done. We have more action from the Meadowlands, Race 10, free-for-all, trotters in the spotlight, and the return of Sebastian K. And Heather's got that for you.
Yes. First of all, this is a crazy, talented field of trotters here. You're right. Number 5 is Sebastian K. He's the favorite. He's the fastest trotter in harness racing history. Now, he hasn't really shown his potential lately, but he's coming off a really good qualifier. The fans have faith in him. Number 1 is Creatine, second choice. He just was third in the Breeders' Crown. He raced really good in that. Then there's number 3 and number 10, Maven. She's a number 10. Number 3 is Be a Magician, and they are the fierce, fabulous ladies in this field.
Sebastian K leads it, and Maven lands in the 2-hole behind him with Be a Magician right there third. So the mare is second and third behind Sebastian K, and Svanstead would like to tap the brakes here in the second quarter, but Creatine is rushing up on the outside, and Creatine attacking Sebastian K first over. He's up to his wheel just half a length from the lead. Arch Madness looking to catch up to that cover. He's now fourth on the outside. Market Share is sixth on the rim, about 5 lengths away. The half in 54-1, 28 seconds in the second quarter. Wishing Stone on the inside is racing in seventh. Intimidate is fourth over on the outside. Then DW's New York Yank is fifth over, ninth to the outside, and way behind the Breaker Flanagan Memory, and Sebastian K leads it. Creatine is right at his throat on the outside, and they're stride for stride. Maven is locked in the box. She'll need to shake free from there in third. Arch Madness second over on the outside, fourth, and third over on the outside is Market Share, who's fanning wide for Tetrick. Be a Magician with no racing room, 1:23 for 3/4. Sebastian K trying to fight off the pressure. Creatine on the outside. Market Share charging up on the outside for Tetrick. Maven no room, trying to squeeze through at the rail. Intimidate on the far outside. Intimidate is getting up to take the lead. They're heading down to the finish. Intimidate in the TVG Trot Final.
Sebastian K leaves strong at a post 5, but I'm telling you, like, creatine is all business. He brushes up first up, okay? And those two really duke it out, don't they?
And Ron Pierce was the driver, who probably was agged because Sweet Lou was retiring, so he wanted to put some pressure on Sebastian K. It was a spite thing, I think.
Even though Sebastian K and creatine have nothing to do with Ron Burke or Sweet Lou. Yeah. Whatever. Who knows what happens in Ronnie Pierce's brain? Anyway, okay, so they're knocking it out, but then here comes Market Share, and really, I thought Market Share had it. But whoa, Intimidate is just trotting his buns off.
From behind, Market Share.
From behind. Yeah. Buns behind. 5 wide down the stretch. I mean, just absolutely looks great. Wins in 151-2 with Scott Zeron in the bike. Market Share was second. Creatine did finish third.
Well, the curtain came down at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Why do we love that track so much? Because it's like a mom and pa store, isn't it? Everybody there is like family. And the folks in the video department at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs made their annual great video. Take a look.
Yankee Bounty found a way when challenged. That is a new track record. Classic Martin gonna hold on late. Look at the time. That is a new world record. It's all Frau Blucher here to match a world record. Somewhere over a rainbow, faster than any Distapper ever on a 5/8. Go. Big Town Hero, a monster in 147-3, and that is a world record. Look, it's so on the inside for Andrew McCarthy. A new world record. Wind of the North has this all wrapped up. Not only a career mark, not only a track record, but a world record. Father Patrick in control. He does it again. You guessed it. World record. Wicked dominating at the end, wins the Hampton world record fashion. Sweet Lou betters that. Sweet Lou, Sweet Lou! Fastest ever on a 5/8. Sebastian K to the line, 149 flat. The Trotter, a command performance here. Sebastian K, fastest trotter ever, period.
What a great video. Great job in the TV department, guys, up there at Pocono Downs. It's a great track. We love it so much. They put on a first-rate card every year, and we're just thrilled to be associated with them. And that's going to do it for this edition of PA Harness Week. Only 2 shows to go. Two shows in 1. But we'll do 2 shows in 2. So stick around for that, okay? Very excited about that. For all of us here, Bruce Casella, Charlotte McBride, my boo Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace just a taste and get yourself high on harness.
It's only natural.